Hello and welcome back. This is the 10th question from Edexcel International Advanced Level, January 2021 50 paper. This question is from Sequences and Series chapter. So let us see what the question is asking us. In this question, you must show detailed reasoning. Owen wants to train for 12 weeks in preparation for running a marathon. During the 12-week period, he will run every Sunday and every Wednesday. On Sunday in week 1, he will run 15 kilometers. On Sunday in week 12, he will run 57 kilometers. He considers two different 12-week training plans. In training plan A, he will increase the distance he runs each Sunday by the same amount. Calculate the distance he will run on Sunday in week 5 under training plan A. Here they have given that in training plan A, he will increase the running distance each Sunday by the same amount. So by the same amount means if he is running for 2 kilometers, for example, he runs for 4 kilometers the other week, then he runs for 6 kilometers, then he runs for 8 kilometers. As you can see, he is increasing the distance by 2 kilometers here every week. This is just an example I have given here. So this is the information we have given. He increases the distance he runs each Sunday by the same amount. We can see that if the differences or the common difference between each term is same, then it belongs to arithmetic series or arithmetic sequences. So we got to know that this question, part A, belongs to arithmetic sequence. So let us write down the number of weeks. Let us take it as n. So number of weeks he runs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. For 12 weeks he is going to run. In week 1, he runs for 15 kilometers. Then for week 12, he runs for 57 kilometers. So let us take this as AN. So they have asked us to find out how much does he run in week 5. We need to find out how much he runs over here. We do not know what is the difference. We do not know what numbers come in second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week and so on till 11th week. But the hint they have given is how much he runs for the first week and how much he runs for the 12th week. So the formula we are going to use here is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. This is the formula to find the nth term in arithmetic sequences. 12th week. So A12 is equal to A plus 12 minus 1 D. We can write it as A12 is equal to A plus 12 minus 1 is 11 D. Now A12, that is on the 12th week he is going to run 37 kilometers. So we are going to write as A12 is equal to 57 kilometers. And A stands for the first term in the sequence. So the first term in the sequence is 15. So let us substitute these values here now. 37 is equal to 15 plus 11b. So we get 11b is equal to 37 minus 15, that will be 22. So d will be equal to 50. So we got the common difference here. D is equal to 50. Now we can use again the same formula to find out how much he runs for 50. So we can write it down as A5 is equal to A plus 5 minus 1 B. Again the first term in the sequence, we know that it is given as 15 plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times B. Common difference we got it as 2. So 15 plus 8 we get it as 23. So on the fifth week, he is going to run 23 kilometers. This is the answer for part A. So calculate the distance he will run on Sunday in week 5 under training plan A. He runs for 22 kilometers in the fifth week using the training plan A. Now let us look at the question number B. In training plan B, he will increase the distance he runs each Sunday by the same percentage. Now look at the wordings. They have said by same percentage. In the previous one, it was by same amount. So you have to be careful about the words. Same amount means it belongs to arithmetic sequences, and if percentage counts, then it belongs to geometric sequences. Calculate the distance he will run on Sunday in week 5 under training plan B. So it is asking us to do the same thing. So he is running for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on for 12 weeks. And he runs for the first week as 15 kilometers, which is given in the question. And on the 12th week, he runs as 57. So they want us to know how much he runs for the 5th week if he is running with same percentage every week. So they want us to know what we have over here. So we are going to use the formula for geometric sequences. The formula for geometric sequence is given as an is equal to a r raised to n minus 1. Here we need to find out how much he runs for the 5th week. So a is 15, that is the first term in the sequence. R we do not know, R is the common ratio, we need to find out that. So raised to the power of 5 minus 1. So we have it over here as A5 is equal to 15 R raised to 4. Now we'll keep this as the way it is. To get the value of the common ratio R, we are going to make use of the 12th week. So using the same formula, we can write it as A12 is equal to A is 15 R to the power of 12 minus 1. We know what term comes on the 12th week. So A12 is 37. So we are going to substitute over here 37 is equal to 15 R to the power of 11. So R to the power of 11 is equal to 57 divided by 15. Therefore, R will be equal to the 11th power of 37 over 15. So let us calculate that and see how much we get. Here the 11th power is 11 here, and inside 57 divided by 15. We see how much we get. We get it as 1.0855. So let us take it as 1.0855. This is the R value. Now once we have got the common ratio, we can come back to this A5 and substitute the value of R is equal to 15, 1.0855 to the power of 4. If we are raising it to the power of 4, is raised to the power of 4, get it as 1.288. Then this is 1.288. Down. 286. Then multiplying it with 15, we get 20.829. 20.829. They want us to write the kilometers to one decimal place. So we can just write it as, on the 5th week, he runs 20.8 kilometers. This is the answer for the geometric sequences. Now coming to the final part of the question, the part C. Owen will also run a fixed distance x kilometers each Wednesday over 12-week period. Given that x is an integer, the total distance that Owen will run on Sundays and Wednesdays over the 12 weeks will not exceed 360 kilometers. Find the maximum value of x if he uses training plan A. So here they have given us to find out the total distance. Total distance means you have to sum up over the week how much he has run. So week 1, suppose he has run for 2 kilometers, week 2 he has run for 4 kilometers, and week 3 he has run for 6 kilometers. So the total is going to be 2 plus 4 plus 6, so 12. So likewise we have to calculate for over 12 weeks how much he has run on Sundays and Wednesdays, and it should not exceed 360 kilometers. It should be less than 360 kilometers. So we have to find the maximum value of x if he uses training plan A. So we need to check how much he runs each Wednesday to find that it is not exceeding 360 kilometers. So let us write it down for part 1. We had got n as number of weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till 12 weeks. And we had got the number of kilometers he has run for each week. So the first week he had run for 15 kilometers as it was given in the question. And he has run for 37 kilometers for the 12th week. Now since they have asked us the total distance, the formula for the arithmetic sequences, because part A was arithmetic sequence, this is the formula which you can use. So Sn equal to n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times the difference. Or there is one more formula which you can follow. Sn is equal to n over 2 a plus l, where l stands for the last term and a stands for the first term, and n represents the total number of weeks it has run. You can either use this formula or use the second formula. I am going to use the second formula because it is quite easy, all the terms are with us. So S12, for the 12 weeks how much he has run. So let us take it as n is the 12 weeks over 2. A is the first term of the sequence, 15, plus last term of the sequence is 57. So we are going to add them together to get the total distance he has run. It becomes 6 times 15 plus 57 plus 52. So we get it as 3 times 6 is 12, 312 kilometers. This is for the 12 weeks. So he has run for 312 kilometers on Sundays. Because this is for part A and part A was regarding the Sundays. On Sunday in week 1 he will run for 15 kilometers. On Sunday in week 12 he will run for 37 kilometers. So whatever we just calculated was for the Sundays. He ran 312 kilometers on Sundays. So they have given here the total distance that Owen will run on Sundays and Wednesdays over the 12 weeks will not exceed 360. That means if he is running for 312 kilometers on Sundays, on Wednesdays he is going to run for 360 minus 312 kilometers. That gives you 48 kilometers. So what it tells us now, find the maximum value of x if he uses training plan A, and he is going to run for 12 weeks over a period of 12 weeks. So we have to do 48 kilometers per day how much he has to run over 12. That means he has to run a maximum of 4 kilometers on Sundays and Wednesdays. He should not exceed 4 kilometers. He shouldn't exceed 360 kilometers. This is given as 4 kilometers. So if he is using training model A, it should not cross 4 kilometers. It can be less than or equal to 4 kilometers, but not greater than 4 kilometers. Now let us look at the training model. Find the maximum value of x if he is using training plan B. So training plan B was using the geometric sequences. Let us write down it again. N is given as 1, number of weeks is 2, 3, and so on for 12 weeks. And he ran 15 kilometers and so on. And finally on 12 weeks he ran 57 kilometers. Here also we have to use the sum because they want us to find out the total distance. So for the geometric sequences, the total distance or the sum is given as Sn is equal to a r to the power of n minus 1 over r minus 1. I used this formula because here r is greater than 1. We had got our r in the previous answer as 1.0855. Since it is greater than 1, I use this formula. If it was less than 1, I was going to take it as 1 minus r to the power of n over 1 minus r. Since r is greater than 1 here, I'll be using this. Now, let us find out how much we have learned using training model 2. So, S12 is equal to, the first term we are going to take it as 15. Then we got r as 1.0855 to the power of 12 minus 1 divided by 1.0855 minus 1. So let me do this one by one. I'll just solve the bracket first. 1.0855 raised to the power of 12 minus 1 gives me 1.6764. Then I'm going to divide it by 1.0855 minus 1. Multiply to, that gives me 294.11. 294.11. Since it has been given that it should not exceed 360 kilometers, so this is the total he is going to run. So we are going to do the same thing as we did for the previous one. We are going to subtract it with 360 minus 294.11. That will give us 360 minus 65.88. 65.88. And it should not exceed, and he is running this for a period of 12 weeks. So if we are dividing it by 12, we get it as 5.49. But since they have given us that x is an integer, we cannot take this x value as 5.49. We have to take it as x is equal to 5. So it has to be less than or equal to 5. But not greater than 5 kilometers. If he is running more than 5 kilometers, then he will be exceeding his 360 kilometer mark. So he has to run less than 5 kilometers, less than or equal to 5 kilometers. So if he is using training model B, he should be running less than or equal to 5 kilometers. And if he is running using training plan A, he should be running less than or equal to 4 kilometers. So for training model A, x is equal to 4 kilometers, and for training model B, x is equal to 5 kilometers. This is the answer for part.